So today we're with Silla Anderson, a 70-year-old dressmaker. She said that she found the cure for the coronavirus, but before that we're gonna just have her give us her background. She overcame two hard-hitting disease in her lifetime. She overcame cancer and she overcame a heart disease. She's gonna give us a background on that as well. So we're gonna turn over to her now and she'll tell us her history.
Go ahead now.
Yes.
Talk about the cancer first.
Sure.
I did have cancer. It full all over my body. When my sister looked into my mouth and see them, she began to cry. I tell her, don't cry for me. I will not die. I will live to tell the word of God. I sick with my heart again. God gave me 3 bush in my sleep. Jack and a bush, snake and the firm. What you take when you bore your ears, you put it in there. And I went to Mr. Montego down the clinic at St. Clever's Avenue, and I get my heart test and they say it was good. I don't suffer from no more sick. And can I mention about my sister too?
Sure.
My sister did sick with heart. He go Grangeville doctor every minute, every hour. And God, I live at Hart Street and God said go down. She didn't want to go to America and she could not travel on no plane. And I went down there and I said, God said, I must pray for you. You raise your hand 3 times in the air. Now she is in America. She go and come, and she better. My sister did get strokes in St. Elizabeth, which is current white mother. The counselor, and I went over there, them called me, and she couldn't move. She's alive now in St. Elizabeth, can't interview her. And she did get strokes, and when I pray, she get back hot, she was cold, and she begin to walk from today. Not me, is the God of Abraham who give me the power. I am a prophetess, I have the book here. I am a prophetess, I am a scorer. And God called me this way. Many preachers in Jamaica know me and they prophesy over me. He said, I will wounded for your transgression, and I will bruises for your iniquity, and every chastisement of my peace was upon you. And I give you the good Holy Spirit. And he revealed his body to me, and in his body there was several bruises all around his tummy. 3 months I don't eat meat for. Last year I buy a piece of beef and I see the same thing on it, battering. I give it to my son, I did not eat it.
Alright, so
and I go to my bed now.
we're just gonna jump into you finding the cure for the coronavirus. You said that you found the cure when God gave you a vision. I
went to bed 2020. I never even pray and ask God for nothing about it. For I did not have no fear of it. And about 11 o'clock, I dreamt. I get it in my sleep and I jump up out of my bed and open the grill and go. There's a Rasta guy in the yard named Diggy. I said, Diggy, God has just given me the cure. And he asked me, would you remember in the morning? I said, yes. And when I were battering and passing, God said, this is the bush that I give to you. And 2 times vision, 6:30, I saw the lecturer, the professor of university in a brown cap on the phone at William Street. And he was on the phone. I take it up out of my sleep and I said, this is what you're going to take, make medicine to heal the nation, not only Jamaica, all over the world. This is to heal the nation. And everyone see me with it, asking me where I get it for. They are looking for it good for every sickness.
And you said that bush is called the stonebreaker bush.
Yes, stonebreaker.
Alright, so what evidence do you have that it cures
well, remember, remember, if I don't give it to them, they will not know how to cure it, for there's no one in Montego I know that I can give it to. So I said give it to the government. Instead to give it, let them take it, make a medicine.
Okay, so you're saying that you dreamt about the
I drink it too.
you drink it. How
Yes, up to this
how do you
morning.
prepare it?
I boil it and drink it. Up to this morning, I just drink it one. Plenty people drink it. Plenty people drink it with all sugar.
So
Sugar.
okay,
For
so
diabetic.
so you're saying that you know that the bush cures, but you want the government to actually
Yes.
conduct the tests
Yes, for
needed
it, yes.
to cure.
Yes, it's in my vision and I'm not lying. Plenty pastor who know me guy come on board, can come on board and say, yes, I know her. She's a true woman of God.
Okay, so you're going by the merits of your
Vision.
vision.
For a several things cure with me through vision, through sickness, through vision.
So what's your next step? So we're conducting the interview to give you the coverage. But is it that you're going to go to the ministry?
I would like to meet the Minister of Health, Mr. Tufton.
To propose?
Yes, to give it to him
Oh.
and tell him go ahead and do it, for I'm not lying, it's God give it to me. I am a prophetess, a scorer, see things, I have the book here with it. It's a Jehovah Witness right it if you need it to give you and tell me say I'm a prophetess. A Jehovah Witness man and in that now said, what is your name? I tell him, he said, you are a prophetess and you're a scorer, you see things, see the book here. I got one book, let's go on to my book. That's so dirty.
So
if remember, and I'm going to say this part of Bible reading. Remember when Naaman servant then they tell him dip in the river of Jordan 7 times. He was looking for a harder thing, and when he dipped, he healed from it, healed from the leprosy. And Moses went to Pharaoh, and Pharaoh did doubt him, and when the plague began to take Pharaoh, Pharaoh sent for Moses.
alright, so
And Joseph again in a dream with his half brother. He dreamed that he have the answer. Was for what? It was Egypt, no? What is it? And it's him who find food. See, when Pharaoh dreamt, it's him and tell Pharaoh the dream.
so you're gonna use this avenue to prophesy a dream.
Yes, yes. And even the storm, rain jump Montego, we're going to flood out. And I don't mark it and tell him we are going to flood out, and this woman cursed me say I've been eardring and falls here. And Montego Bay flood out up to Saturday and giving one lady piece of the bush and she say I can remember you when you were warning us, telling you we are going to flood out. And they curse you. And we did flood out in Montego Bay. I was on the street warning. There are times when I have to out of Shamsha Square and all about warning about things that are going to happen.
Alright, Mrs. Anderson. So we're gonna
But
share this
Miss
interview.
Anderson.
Miss Anderson. We're gonna share this interview and let's see how far it will go.